The Tower of London, Britain's most popular historic attraction. Packed with the most famous people.
King Henry VIII.
And the most gruesome stories.
Torture. Go down the stairs to the left.
Now the tower's decking the halls for the most magical Christmas in its history.
You can't come to the tower without going home with a yeoman warder. Not a real one. That's not allowed.
In this episode, the tower goes wild for Christmas.
The Bruins is over this direction.
And Henry VIII refuses to give wife number one any Christmas gifts.
He's not going to give his wife a present. He doesn't want her presents. But more than that, nobody else is allowed to give her a present either.
And the Beefeaters go caroling. Welcome to Christmas at the Tower of London.
Go big or go home, Tower Christmas.
The Tower of London is getting ready for its 923rd Christmas.
The roadway in which you're now standing is called Water Lane.
The Royal Palace was once the nation's most infamous prison, and inmates were forced to spend the festive season here, whether they liked it or not.
How then did it become known as Traitors' Gate?
The future Queen Elizabeth I, Sir Walter Raleigh, and Guy Fawkes were all locked up here for Christmas.
Some very important prisoners have been held within these walls.
But today, things are very different. This year, the Tower is throwing open its gates to give visitors the biggest Yuletide welcome ever. It's taking as its Christmas theme the Tower Menagerie, the royal zoo which stood here for more than 600 years. Over the centuries, the fortress turned out to be the perfect place to keep the unusual presents monarchs got for Christmas. In 1387, Richard II received gifts of a camel and a pelican from the people of London. And for the first time, these exotic animals are being turned into massive Christmas decorations. They'll be the most elaborate the Tower has ever seen.
Morning, Chief.
Morning, Mom. Ready for our Christmas mooch?
Deputy Governor Debbie Whittingham and Chief Yeoman Warder Pete McGowan are meeting with Emma Bell from historic royal palaces. It's all down to Emma to make Christmas at the Tower happen.
We've not really had a Christmas here before that's, on this scale. But then that makes me a bit nervous, so no pressure.
Emma's plan involves giant festive installations all over the Tower. A Yuletide lion at the entrance, a polar bear with its own winter wonderland. The ravens get their own tree. There'll be a family of snow-frosted elephants, a zebra surrounded by gifts, and the pièce de résistance, a massive Christmas tree on Tower Green. For safety, they'll all have to be installed on a Monday when the Tower is closed, so Emma has one day to set things up.
Emma, hi. Morning.
Hello.
Not only that, these decorations can't damage a single stone of this world-famous royal palace and fortress.
The building's 1,000 years old in some parts, so you don't want to be the person that, chips a wall or breaks anything.
So, tell us your plan.
So this is our first installation, and the idea behind this one is based around our lions that we used to have here at the Tower.
I'll be looking out of the window in the evening and I have a lion now, not a tree.
And a crown.
And a
Very
crown.
regal.
Oh my gosh.
Long associated with the monarchy, the lions were the first exotic animals kept here in the Tower in 1235. They were a present to Henry III. For this festive installation, a life-size golden lion will get the royal treatment. It will be set inside a giant crown, 3 meters tall.
Logistically, it is very complex. We've got about 40 to 45 people that will be on site, sort of working in different groups, doing different parts of the build all at the same time in order to get it done quickly.
Poor Emma is under so much pressure. God love her. Not only with the timing, but with the logistics and the safety of what's going on.
Inside the Tower walls, Emma's plans are even more ambitious. And Debbie is keen to know how it can all be done safely.
So we've got a snowy alpine scene that will be going in to encompass our lovely wire polar bear. We've got about 10 Christmas trees all going on the ledge.
Little ones?
No. Between 10 foot and 6 foot. Yeah.
Wow.
Go big or go home with Tower Christmas.
8 trucks will be delivering 41 Christmas trees, 6,000 decorations, 18 festive animals, and over 20,000 lights.
She's got to get it all in while we're closed. That's going to be quite difficult because there's an awful lot to build.
Emma's giant tree will sit at the heart of the tower.
So I'm going to put a 22-foot Christmas tree on Tower Green, which is the
22 foot.
22 foot, it's the biggest that we've ever had here.
Yeah.
As a World Heritage Site, the view of the Tower of London is officially protected, and it can't be blocked by anything, not even a Christmas centrepiece. So 22 foot is the maximum. If this tree were any higher, it would be illegal.
My grandkids will be here. They can't wait.
As they try and puzzle out how they're going to get all this done on time, over in the gift shop, Karen Harding is making sure everything's ready for her busiest time of the year.
I'm just collecting some of our lovely decorations, so we're going to put these out on display.
Every Christmas, historic Royal Palaces shops can sell a whopping 100,000 Christmas decorations.
It's really exciting for us because obviously we've got all the trees up and you open the doors and it smells just wonderful.
And in keeping with their surroundings, these all have a distinctly historic feel.
So if you fancy doing a Tudor tree, we've got a lot of Tudor decks. Certainly one of our biggest sellers has always got to be Henry VIII. You can't go anywhere without King Henry. So this is the very famous bee for Anne Boleyn, with her 3 little pearls there. And I think she deserves to go right there, just above Henry. So one for the girls, eh? They keep bringing out really lovely new ones all the time. Obviously the yeoman warder, you can't come to the tower without going home with a yeoman warder. Not a real one, that's not allowed. I think we're done.
It's 8 a.m. on installation day, and Emma's team is late.
I'm just waiting for all of the vans and lorries to arrive, which are bringing the Christmas trees and the Christmas decorations.
They were meant to arrive half an hour ago, but there's still no sign of them.
Hopefully they'll be here any minute now so that we can really get going, because we've got a lot to do.
Finally, 90 minutes late, the trucks start rolling in. And Operation Tower Christmas gets underway. Desperate to make up for lost time, Emma and her team need to get everything unloaded and off to the right areas of the fortress.
The Chapel Royal is here, yeah. The Boons is over this direction, over in the corner by the Jawhouse exit.
First on the list is getting that enormous 22-foot Christmas tree safely up on Tower Green.
They're going to put the lights on the top first, just to make it a bit easier, and then we're going to move it into position.
Weighing in at almost 400 kilograms, it takes 5 men just to lift this beast off the truck. But the real challenge is how they'll secure it in place.
It's quite a tricky area to put a Christmas tree up because it's so archaeologically sensitive, so we can't just stake into the ground like we would in other areas.
They need to lift the tree up carefully and somehow get it into the hefty metal stand. But it's a struggle. Finally, the giant Nordman fir is slipped into position. As the tree can't be staked, it has to be solidly wedged into place and fixed by 32 sandbags. At last it's under control, and now sitting under a ton of ballast. It's not going anywhere. It's not just the public who'll enjoy decorations at the tower. Yeoman warder Terry Briggs also loves decking the halls.
I'm always in the mood for Christmas, me. I love Christmas. A bit of a kid at heart. My first Christmas at the Tower, Christmas tree went up outside and it just looked amazing. It just looked like a postcard and it was very special.
This year marks another first Christmas at the Tower. In their temporary lodgings in the casemates, the two newest yeoman warders, Paul Langley
I've just found these outside the jewel house.
Wow.
and Emma Roussel, are getting stuck in. They've even got their own bauble.
That's beautiful, that, isn't it?
I think we can put some...
This is a Beefeater and I'm a Beefeater and we're just iconic. Is she going to go on the top, in charge?
I think the crown should go on the top.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Emma's the Tower's third ever female yeoman warder. She and Paul joined in September and are still under probation.
I do like the story ones.
The biggest challenge for trainee yeoman warders is to learn the 21 fact-packed pages of Tower history that go into the public tours. It's known as the story, and Paul and Emma only have another 3 months to master it.
I think the story is still going to be part of our life massively over Christmas.
I think Christmas Day might get a good ignoring, but apart from that, I think we're back on the story on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
While the trainees put their finishing touches to the decoration, outside Emma is under the cosh.
So it should look like a beautiful golden crown with a life-size lion in the middle.
Time is ticking on, and she's off to check on the grand entrance display.
I'm not sure what stage they're at yet. Well, it's looking good. It's looking a lot bigger than I thought, but that's a good thing. Hi, guys. How many roses have you got, do you reckon, to put on?
100, I think.
100 roses. Maybe if it's that way, you get Tower Bridge in the background at least. It's a nice photo.
The crown might be well on its way, but there are another 17 installations, and they're massively behind.
Loads left to do, so I'm going to be here for a few more hours yet.
By the White Tower,
Let's get the elephants off first.
a family of life-sized elephants is finally being unloaded. Made of wire frames meticulously covered in Christmas moss, these jumbos are designed to endure rain, wind and even snow. But there's some concern. The Tower's favourite residents might make a beeline for them.
Do you think that this is going to attract the ravens?
I hope it's not going to attract the ravens. It's taken about 6 florists about a week and a half, so...
So let's just pray for no naughty ravens. That's a raven. Get away from these elephants.
By sunset, Emma's been on the go for 10 hours. But things are beginning to come together.
So we're just heading over to Tower Green to see the Christmas tree, see what it looks like now the decorations are on. It's not quite finished yet, but it's looking really lovely. The Christmas baubles are all on now, the lights are all on, but we still have to box the base to hide all of the stuff at the bottom that's weighing the tree down. There's a lot of pressure to get it done on time. It is something that I've worried about.
It looks like it's going to be a very early start to get everything finished, before the Tower opens tomorrow on the dot of 9. Coming up, we discover what a Scrooge Henry VIII was at Christmas.
He's not going to give his wife a present. He doesn't want her presents. But more than that, nobody else is allowed to give her a present either.
And will the decorations be ready in time for the opening?
Time is not our friend at the moment. We've got, an awful lot to do in the next 2 hours.
The Tower's putting on its most ambitious decorations ever this Christmas. But despite working late into the night, they're still not finished.
Okay, thanks.
So Emma and her team are back at the Tower at first light.
I don't know whether we cable tie these on when we're up there.
Everything must be perfect for the visitors when the gates open at 9 a.m. So it's all hands on deck.
Time is not our friend at the moment. We've got, an awful lot to do in the next 2 hours.
As the decorations team pull out all the stops, some residents, like the tower's governor, Brigadier Andrew Jackson, are discovering Christmas has arrived overnight.
Well, this is great, isn't it? It's great to have a tree right outside the house. It saves us doing anything. And they've also put a wreath on the door, which is also handy. Certainly this year there's a lot of competition for decorations inside the house. I haven't told Sarah that yet, but we're going to have to work on it. To have this splash of colour and celebration and that Christmas magic again is just a really good thing to have for the visitors.
Before the public are allowed in, Historic Royal Palace's chief curator, Tracy Ballman, also gets a sneak peek.
It's really lovely to see the tower looking so festive. I think we've gone all out this year, more so than I've ever known it in all the years I've worked here. But not quite as extravagant as Henry VIII. In 1509, he married Catherine of Aragon, and in that year, he spent a whopping 14 million, or the equivalent of that, just on Christmas, on gifts and celebrations. It must have been spectacular.
10 years later, in 1519, Henry VIII rebuilt the tower's chapel of St. Peter ad Vincula after it was destroyed by fire.
I absolutely love this chapel. It's so atmospheric, particularly at Christmas. And my favourite part of it is the ceiling, which was ordered by Henry VIII. And he made sure that it was built out of Spanish chestnut because this was the early days of his marriage to Catherine of Aragon.
He wanted his wife to be able to pray under the trees of her childhood.
I think this gives us a real insight into Henry. He was capable of great romantic gestures.
Catherine of Aragon was married to Henry for over 20 years. They had 6 children, including 2 sons, but all except a daughter, Mary, died. By Christmas 1532, Henry VIII's desperation for a male heir meant his marriage to Catherine was in tatters.
We have a glimpse into the state of Henry's marriage to Catherine at Christmas 1532, thanks to a quite extraordinary letter written by Eustace Chapuis. Now, he was the Holy Roman Emperor's ambassador at Henry's court.
Much like us today, the Tudors exchanged gifts at this time of year. And Chapuis was touched by a special Christmas present Catherine bought for the king, despite the couple being estranged.
Chapuis writes, having been forbidden to write letters or send messages to the king, and yet wishing to fulfill her duty towards him in every respect, caused to be presented to him a gold cup of great value and singular workmanship.
But the Yuletide gesture backfired. Henry rejected Catherine's generous present of the gold cup.
Gift-giving is loaded with significance at Henry's court. He wants to reject the gift as a sign that he's going to get rid of Catherine and move on to Anne Boleyn. But according to Chapuis, it gets worse for poor Catherine. He writes, "The king has sent her no gift on this occasion, but has, I hear, forbidden the members of his privy council, as well as the gentlemen of his chamber and others, to comply with the said custom."
Henry had gone out of his way to ensure Catherine had a very unmerry Christmas.
So I think this shows a really petty side to Henry VIII, actually quite childish. He's not going to give his wife a present, he doesn't want her presents, but more than that, nobody else is allowed to give her a present either, even those who are close to her.
So who was on Henry's 1532 Christmas list? Tracy has come to the Tower Library to find out.
It's looking very festive here inside our offices, so what better for me to be looking at than a list of gifts given and received by Henry VIII. I think we can always tell quite a lot from these gift lists, but this year in particular, it's a very significant year, and everybody at court would have been watching who was giving, who was receiving, because the court was then deeply divided between the supporters of the Queen, Catherine of Aragon, and of the Queen-in-Waiting, Anne Boleyn. So right at the top, as you might expect, we have the Queen, Catherine of Aragon, wife number 1, except it's blank next to her name. Henry hasn't given her anything.
Despite shunning his wife Catherine, Henry did show some Christmas love to their daughter Mary.
Further down, we have the Princess Mary. Now, she has been given 2 gilt pots, amongst other things.
The list also reveals some of the presents Henry was given.
Some of the gifts are quite interesting. So we have a brace of greyhounds, various shirts, finely embroidered, a dog collar. Henry did love his dogs. A box with flowers of needlework and 6 Suffolk cheeses. It's very, very nice. People would have been really watching which faction was giving the best gift and also who was receiving the best gifts from the king. It was all very, very heavy with meaning that year.
But one present was notably missing from Henry's pile.
So it's particularly interesting that while the king gave his daughter Mary a gift, she didn't give him anything. So I kind of think this is a bit of an act of teenage rebellion on Mary's part. And you can't fail to draw the conclusion that she's very much siding with her mother, Catherine of Aragon, who's been ousted from the court.
It's opening time at the tower, and the decorations are finished just in the nick of time. There may not be a menagerie in the tower anymore, but one group of iconic animals does still live here. The ravens. This morning, it's yeoman warder Barney Chandler's job to give them their breakfast.
They've got to be looked after 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so it's something that it would be impossible for Chris, the Raven Master, to do on his own. So he needs a team. So there's a team of 4 of us, including Chris. I've been doing it for over 10 years now.
It will be Barney's turn to be on duty with the Ravens on Christmas Day.
It sounds horrible having to work Christmas Day, but it's actually quite nice because it's one of the few days of the year that the tower's closed. And it's really peaceful, really quiet.
And he doesn't forget a few festive perks for his colleagues.
I'll probably give him a bit of leftovers off my plate, knock up a bit of bubble and squeak for him, see what sort of mood I'm in. Morning, boys. Looking good. Oh, here she comes. Hey. There you go, Gutsy.
This year, for the first time, the Ravens are getting their very own decorations. But Barney's a little worried.
Might be a little bit of a problem with ravens and shiny things. They do tend to like them. It's just a problem we may need to talk about.
He's meeting Emma Bell to find out what Christmas bling she's got in mind.
Okay, so here we're going to have a 14-foot Christmas tree.
Is this going to be a real tree we're having here, or is it artificial?
It's a real...
Cheers, mate.
It's a real... Sorry. It's a real Christmas tree, a real 14-foot Christmas tree, and the concept behind it is it's made entirely of raven
They love
nests.
it. They can't wait.
It's made entirely of raven nests that are made from willow.
Right, okay.
And they'll be spiralling down the tree, and it'll be filled with lots of jewels and gems.
It sounds very glittery to me. And they see shiny things, they're going to want them from here as well.
So the idea is that all of the decorations will be wired to the tree so that none of the ravens can actually pull them off.
That sounds absolutely fabulous, Emma. I can't wait to see it. And you've already heard from this lot behind me, they probably can't wait to see it either.
These days, we take Christmas celebrations for granted. But 370 years ago, they were stopped from happening at all. Today, Keeper of the Tower Armouries, Bridget Clifford, is examining the head of the king that saved Christmas.
And here we have the head of Charles II.
This wooden bust of Charles II was commissioned in 1685 for a special tower exhibition.
Actually, I think he's rather handsome. That is a determined lower lip, that sort of look your child gives you when it's resisting what you want it to do.
Charles II was famous for loving a good party, especially at Christmas. But Christmas Day celebrations were thrown into jeopardy after his father, Charles I, met a sticky end.
This is the head of Charles I, which I suppose is quite apt, seeing as he lost it.
On the 30th of January 1649, King Charles I was beheaded and the monarchy abolished. For the next 10 years, the strict government that ran Britain stamped out all fun, and festivals like Christmas were cancelled for being an immoral waste of time. When the monarchy was restored, Charles II made sure having a good Christmas knees-up came back with a vengeance. Thankfully, it's remained with us ever since.
To have a chance to be able to have afternoon tea with two Charleses is rather good. And I actually have been quite rude about Charles I in the past, and he's a lot handsomer when seen close to than I've given him credit for. I think my favourite is still Charles II then.
Coming up, the Raven's tree is revealed.
I like it. It's got a bit of everything.
Tracy discovers the Christmas love story at the heart of Henry VIII's family.
The couple were absolutely devoted to each other.
And the Beefeaters plan their own festive event.
Everybody will get stuck into it and do it with a little bit of gusto.
I'll try my best.
Yeah.
Apparently I sing like Les Dawson plays the piano.
Christmas at the Tower is a magical time for the resident Beefeaters.
It's really lovely to see Christmas decorations around the tower. But we've got some wonderful Christmas trees up. It's absolutely beautiful, especially the tree on Tower Green. It really has brought the festive season to the tower.
For trainee yeoman warder Paul, this is all a new experience.
I love Christmas, and this being my very first Christmas at the Tower of London, I'm really pleased to put these decorations up. It's a family time of year, isn't it, Christmas? So without being a bit cheesy, I'm here with my new yeoman warder family, so it's really nice.
As it's the season of goodwill, Paul's trying to make friends with a tricky Tower celebrity.
I walk past Jubilee every morning. I try and engage in conversation most days, but as you can see, without much success. So I think I've got a long way to go to be accepted. When I first got here, I thought the young warders were really clever, knowing the birds, until I realised they had colour tags on that identified them. I'm hoping the blue is Jubilee because I look a fool for calling it Jubilee. No wonder it's not speaking to me.
Over on Tower Green, yeoman warder Darren Hardy is on duty. He's leading the last tour of the day around a chilly fortress.
Number of the yeoman body is 32. We have 3 from the Royal Navy. We don't talk to them.
There's a gentle rivalry between the ex-armed forces that make up the yeoman body. Darren's an army veteran, but his military career was a little different from many of his fellow Beefeaters.
Many of my highly decorated and distinguished colleagues have served in what we would call theatres of war. I myself can claim to have served in more theatres than the entire body combined. Why, I hear you ask yourself? I was a member of Her Majesty's Coldstream Guards, yeah? I was in one of their elite units. I was a flute player in the regimental band. I served there for just over 23 years. It was amazing, you know, such a famous band. My bread and butter was changing the guard at Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, St James's Palace, played for the Queen Mother's 100th birthday. It's music that's actually brought me to this point to work at the Tower.
Despite all his high-profile gigs, there's nothing he loves more than playing for friends. So he's putting his musical talents to good use this Christmas.
Hi mate, you okay?
Yeah.
To lay on a treat for the Tower community.
I talked to you about the carols.
He's meeting fellow musician, yeoman warder Barry Stringer, to plan a special carol singing event all around the fortress.
So what musical setup have we got for it?
I've managed to get a brass quintet, mate.
Excellent.
So, you know, I've got 2 cornets, 2 trumpets, I've got French horn, trombone and a tuba.
And that's perfect. Brass quintet, that's what you imagine back in carols, isn't it?
It's almost like that sort of Salvation Army type sound thing, you know?
No.
Yeah.
As well as getting the accompaniment right, the choice of carol is key.
It's all got to be just the most popular ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody knows
traditional.
them. Yeah, and everybody will then just will get stuck into it and do it with a little bit of gusto, I reckon.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Yeah.
Apparently I sing like Les Dawson plays the piano.
At the Tower, Christmas cheer isn't just for Beefeaters. Down by their enclosure, the Ravens' very own tree is now in place, but it's covered in shiny ornaments, catnip for cheeky raven thieves. Yeoman Warder Barney Chandler has come to give it the once-over.
I like it. You've got a bit of a nest in there, lovely. You've got crowns there, it's got a bit of everything. But most importantly, I can see security. I was worried about it, but it is raven-proof. The way they're secured to the branches, you can see here they're on with wire ties and they're really secure. It's beautiful. Real tree as well. Like the smell of it, puts me in a Christmassy mood.
Take care. No, thanks for coming. Ta-da now. Bye-bye.
As evening approaches,
Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.
it's time for the Tower visitors to head home. But after dark, a group of lucky guests brave the cold for an exclusive treat.
Come on in, head over there to that small block for me.
Winter offers a different Tower experience. Night tours, led by the Yeoman Warders. They're a rare opportunity for people to see a different side of the Royal Palace, and they're particularly special at Christmas.
Hiya, how are you?
Tonight, Yeoman Sergeant Jimmy James will entertain his festive crowd with 1,000 years of history and a sprinkling of Christmas sparkle.
This place lights up at night. Welcome, come on guys. And of course, it's that time of year, everyone's happy, jolly. Especially this time of year now, we've got the added bonus of Christmas decorations dotted around the Tower. And it just adds to the whole atmosphere. I'm a big fan of Christmas. 3 kids, 6 grandkids, it's, yeah, good time of the year.
As the world's most famous prison, most of the tour is filled with tales of torture, execution and murder.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Her Majesty's Royal Palace and Fortress, the Tower of London.
But Jimmy also reveals the story of what must be the worst Christmas day ever for William the Conqueror, 950 years ago.
Right, the story here begins and the year is 1066. William the Conqueror somehow, don't ask me how, but he did, defeated the Anglo-Saxon Howard II at the Battle of Hastings. Now, William crowned himself William I of England on Christmas Day that very same
But if William the Conqueror thought his Christmas Day coronation would go off without a hitch, he was sorely mistaken. During the crowning at Westminster Abbey, William's troops heard the shouts of Englishmen outside. Mistaking this innocent noise for a riot, they set fire to the surrounding houses. The ceremony continued through the thick smoke before a terrified William fled the capital, leaving behind furious Londoners. The catastrophe cemented William's need for a fortress, and so he built the Tower of London.
We're now standing at the very heart of the Tower of London. That is William the Conqueror's original fortress, the White Tower.
Luckily for these visitors, a riot isn't on the cards. Instead, their Christmas tour is a chance to see the decorations at their very best. And they're not the only ones taking a trip through the Tower's long history. After Dark offers the perfect opportunity for Chief Curator Tracy Borman to imagine herself back in 1483 to a Christmas royal romance.
Walking through the tower on a night like this, it's easy to imagine what it must have been like in the depths of winter 500 years ago, with fires blazing, the smell of smoke in the air. I can really picture it being a bustling hive of activity. In the 14 and 1500s, Christmas wasn't just a time of celebration and festivities. It was also a time of diplomacy and networking among the powerful elite. And it was on Christmas Day, 1483, that the future Henry VII first agreed to marry Elizabeth of York.
Henry VII and Elizabeth of York were the future parents of King Henry VIII. With Henry VII coming from the House of Lancaster and Elizabeth from the House of York, their engagement on Christmas Day would end the crippling 30-year Wars of the Roses that had torn England apart.
The White Rose of York and the Red Rose of Lancaster were now united into the Tudor Rose. It was the beginning of the Tudor dynasty. But it was more than just a political match. The couple were absolutely devoted to each other.
This long and happy marriage produced 7 children. One of them was King Henry VIII, who, more than any other monarch, made the Tower a symbol of royal power. Coming up, it's a sparkling night for Debbie.
Wowza. First time I've seen this in all its glory. Very, very impressive.
And the Tower community comes together for a special Christmas event.
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
It's late afternoon, and in a few hours, Chief Yeoman Warder Pete will take part in a Christmas tradition when the residents of the Tower go carolling. But before he can slip into his festive jumper, Pete has the small matter of the Christmas rota to attend to.
Hi, Chief, all right?
Hey, Rob, how you doing?
All good here, sir? All good?
Good.
It might be Christmas, but work doesn't stop for the Yeoman Warders. Pete and his second-in-command, Yeoman Jailer Rob Fuller, are responsible for ensuring the Tower is manned over the holidays.
Right. Christmas roster. we need to crack that. We still need someone on the days we're closed, and Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
I know I've volunteered for New Year's Day this year. Well, I've done 2 years Christmas Day in a row, so I think it's time to spend some more time with the grandchildren this year.
Grandkids, yeah. Well, people don't even realise we're still doing duties over Christmas, to be honest. But, you know, we still need to, you know, maintain the security of the place.
Between them, they've enjoyed 22 Tower Christmases, and Pete has fond memories of his first in 2009.
I remember the Chief Yeoman at the time coming down when I was on the West Gate, and he says, "Merry Christmas, young Peter," he called me. Young Peter, I was 51 years of age, but Merry Christmas, young Peter. I said, "Oh, thanks for coming down." And he had a little tumbler, a little bit of port to make sure that we've all and
just alive now to keep you going.
Just toasted Christmas for us. That was a nice
touch, yeah.
As night falls, the Tower's residents have the fortress to themselves. It's a chance for Deputy Governor Debbie to soak up some Christmas spirit with a herd of magical elephants.
As you're coming down the hill here, that's when you get the effect. Wowza. First time I've seen this in all its glory. Impressive. Very, very impressive. That's my kind of decoration. I really like that. Really classy. The Tower's never been this festive.
And there's plenty more to come with the annual Beefeater Christmas carols.
Every year we'd have this carolling around the residences, and it's really exciting. And we always start at the Bywood Tower outside my flat. So I'm looking forward to it tonight. It's going to be really good.
On Mint Street, Yeoman Warder Darren Hardy has invited round some old friends, a 5-piece brass band.
Welcome back to the Tower. It's great to see you all.
They'll be accompanying the carolers and hopefully keeping them in tune.
We'll make our way round the Tower and we'll finish up on Tower Green. Happy with that? Yeah? Great. So I don't know if you want to have a bit of a warm-up. Justin, what is that round your tuba? Fantastic. Yeah. Don't know which is better, your tuba or the tree.
A nice drop of warm port or sherry might just entice them to sing better in tune. And then a bit of mince pie in case anybody hasn't had their supper.
Chief Yeoman Warder Pete will be leading the singers, and this year he's brought along some of his family.
And it's really special for me tonight. I've got 2 of my grandkids with me. That's what it's about. You know, this village is all about the family sticking together.
Here they are.
Ooh.
Dun, 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 dun,
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Grab a port, gentlemen. We have got plenty.
Carolling isn't just a tradition at the Tower. Its origins are hundreds of years old. In Anglo-Saxon times, villagers would go from door to door with a bowl of ale or mead to sing in the new year, a custom known as wassailing. The drink was a toast to the gods of orchards in the hope of a good crop.
All right, everyone, I hope we're all in good voice. Let's do some carolling. Yeah, let's get...
This year, the yeoman warders are kicking off with a traditional carol from the Middle Ages.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when they slowly round about him and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came inside, gathering means of fuel.
Right, everybody, let's be heading up to our next stop, Tower Green. Come on, let's go.
In a building that's witnessed almost 1,000 Christmas days, these carol singers know that they are part of history.
In such an ancient, historical setting, it just adds that bit of extra to it. It's not like walking down an ordinary street singing carols. There's a bit of a magic to the Tower. You can imagine them doing it hundreds of years ago, you know, and we're carrying on that tradition.
It was great having Mark go in front of us with the lance and all the rest.
Yeah.
It takes you back to how times were, you know.
Very good. You're in fine voice. Thought you were in fine voice.
Much, mate. Yes, yeah. Always. Always.
Yeah.
You know, I feel really Christmassy for the first time this year, so which is just brilliant. And an amazing setting to do something so special.
The night is drawing to a close. It's time for the Tower community to come together for one last song.
God rest ye merry gentlemen.
It's one of the oldest of all Christmas carols, and it dates back to the 1600s. It's sung in the shadow of the Queen's house, built by Henry VIII 500 years ago.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Saviour was born on Christmas Day.
I think Christmas, you know, it's all about family, isn't it? Family and friends. So to be able to walk around the Tower singing carols with our loved ones and our friends or whatever, that's great, isn't it?
As the music floats over this ancient royal palace and fortress, the Tower stands strong, seeing in another Christmas as it has done for centuries.
Comfort and joy, all tidings of comfort and joy.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!